And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to another Saturday of cooking. Be sure and comment when you get here so I know you're in. Good morning, good morning. There's some thumbs up. There we go. Hi, Stephanie from Colorado Springs. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. How is everyone this morning? There we go. Hi, Colby from Oahu. Wow, very nice. Good morning, Charlene. Glad to have you. Hi, Valerie. San Diego's here. We got Hawaii. We got Seattle. We got Colorado. I believe Char's East Coast. Nice to have you all here. Let's see what it says. 21 people. All right. Hi, Brenda. Very low volume for me. Let's see if I can fix that. You guys tell me if it's better or worse. How's that? Is that better? Good morning, Debbie. Hi, Colby. Good morning, Lori from Michigan. Hi, Marion. Good to see you again. Hi, Pat. Oh, LM is Wichita Falls, Texas. Okay, I thought you were somebody else, LM. Another Colorado here. Good morning. Veggie B, Veggie IB. What's on the menu? We're making Gallo Pinto today. Is that better, Brenda? I could turn up more. Nova Scotia. Awesome. I can turn this up more. You tell me when it's a good one. How's that? Is that better? Good morning, Tally. Good to see you again. Another Hawaii. I'm jealous, guys. I'm going to come visit. I'll cook. Just pay my way. I'll cook. Oh, Marion says my volume's fine. Good, 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 good. So maybe finally one state out of all 50 that's not affected by this weather, huh? So for all of you who have ordered a cookbook from me, the second printing of the cookbook, I wanted to let you know I got some news yesterday. Because of this crazy weather, the shipping has been delayed. Not my shipping to you, their shipping to me. So good morning, Ontario, or good afternoon, whatever the case. Anyway, as soon as I get those books in my hand, guys, I'll start shipping them to you. It was supposed to be delivered on Monday, but I don't know when it's going to be now. So we'll see. Bitter cold Wisconsin. Well, I'm going to make something here this morning that'll warm me up for sure. Got some Hawaii friends chatting here. Be sure and leave a comment so I know you're here. A thumbs up and that like button are really appreciated. They help YouTube algorithm tell people that you like watching me, and share this with your friends. And as always, to subscribe to the channel is always welcome. Again, anything we can do to help the algorithm out here so I get in front of more people. So we're making Gallo Pinto. It's from my recipe book, the one I just mentioned. If you haven't got yours yet, I do have a link below. People are really enjoying the book. Oh, I should turn this camera on, shouldn't I? Let's do that. I can get you a closer view. Alaska, good morning, Connie. 10. I could do a whole food, plant-based, no oil retreat here in Alaska or in Hawaii. I would love to. Absolutely love to. There we go. So here's the book. The recipe comes right out of the book. Sorry for the glare. I don't know how to fix that. Is that better? Not really. Anyway, 125 recipes. Most of them you know already and like. We're on page 33 this morning of the cookbook, making the Gallo Pinto, otherwise known as rice and beans. But the difference between rice and beans and a Costa Rica Gallo Pinto is the magic sauce. You gotta have the salsa Lozano. That's what makes this Gallo Pinto. I got an Amazon link below. I have not been able to find this locally in my stores at all. You gotta go through Amazon. Unless you got a Latino market that carries it. But that is what makes it Gallo Pinto. Otherwise, it's just plain rice and beans, which is still good. Get this stuff out of the way. Checking on the comments. Let's see if I can get my pan centered here a little bit better. Is that okay? I might need to move my cord a little bit. That's better. There we go. Good morning, Di. So the recipe, what's Gallo Pinto anyway? If you translate it, it's something weird like speckled rooster. It just means the black beans against the contrast of the white rice. It's supposed to look like a rooster, I guess. I don't know. But it says for a cup of diced onion. I've already prepped all my veggies, so I got these little deli containers. This is an 8-ounce, 1 cup. These deli containers, as you can see, I use all the time. They're stackable, they're dishwasher safe, they're microwave safe, they're freezer safe, they're amazing, and the link down below. So we're going to toss a cup of onion in here. I'm going to add a splash of veg broth just to keep it from sticking. Now, Costa Rica is a blue zone. If you don't know what a blue zone is, blue zones are those areas in the world, for whatever reason, people live really, really long, healthy lives. I want my favorite spatula. Everybody has his favorite, right? So yeah, there's like, what's a blue zone? Loma Linda, California is the only one we have here in the States. They're mostly Seventh-day Adventists. They're mostly vegetarian. We have the Nicoya Peninsula of Costa Rica. That's where this recipe comes from. This is almost like a national dish. It's in every restaurant. Salsa Lozano's on every table. Okinawa, Japan is a blue zone. We got Icaria, Greece, and Sardinia, Italy. I think I covered all of them. Hi, Joe. Good morning, Lisa. Where were you when you learned how to make this dish? In Costa Rica? I wish. I've never been to Costa Rica. I heard about it from the Blue Zone documentaries, and I watched some YouTube videos. Hey, Trish. My friend is here. Glad to see you're staying warm. Yeah, one thing you'll notice about the blue zones, they do eat meat. They're not completely vegan. And if you watch the YouTube videos for making this dish, they use oil, they use butter, they use all kinds of stuff, probably lard too. I'm just going to use veg broth because I don't do oil. We just want to sweat these onions down. until they soften a little bit. And then I'm going to add some garlic. I'm cheating. I'm using jarred garlic. Don't hate me. I'm being lazy today. Lori from Southern Cal, hi. So yeah, I was right here, Miriam, when I learned how to make this dish from YouTube videos. And from the ones that don't speak English. I watch a lot of those. Somebody said, I'm eyeing, Lori, I'm eyeing that sauce you have sitting there. I have that in my fridge right now. Good. Good, good, good. It's a very good sauce. It's not spicy at all, guys. It's not spicy at all. Again, this is like the key ingredient for the salsa lasagna, or the Gallo Pinto. You gotta have this. Otherwise, you just have rice and beans. It really adds a lot of flavor. So the onions are kind of softening. I have one other ingredient I'm going to add. Now this is not in the recipe book. In the recipe book it calls for red bell pepper. I don't have any. And I'm not about to venture out to the store again today. So I have some leftover zucchini. I'm going to add that. And this is about a cup. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on here. Just to give it some color. That's good. And because I don't have red bell pepper, I'm going to use green chili pepper. You know me, I love green chili. I'm going to use about a half a cup. Now this was frozen a couple hours ago. This is out of my freezer. That's a real deal. That's Hatch. These are Hatch green chilies, seeds and all. Now I was dumb. I didn't label my my bags of chili. Is it mild? Is it hot? We'll find out. So I'm going to add about a half a cup. There we go. I've got this on medium-low heat. Again, I just want all these veggies to cook together. Adding the zucchini will add a little bit more nutrition, right? It's kind of like a empty your fridge type dish. And this is a really popular breakfast dish in Costa Rica. Let's see, Connie and Trish having a, oh boy. What time is it in Oahu? Yeah. Good morning, Wisconsin. It's 7 a.m. Hawaii. Wow. 2 hours difference for me, Colby. Now when these veggies get soft, real soft, we'll add the garlic. What's the instructions say? Add a cup of diced onion to a skillet with 1 to 2 tablespoons of water or veg broth to prevent the sticking. Saute on medium heat for a minute, stirring frequently. Add your pepper and continue sauteing for 1 minute, stirring frequently. And then we're going to stir in some tomatoes. It's calling for a half a cup of diced tomatoes. Again, I'm going to cheat. I like these guys because tomatoes this time of year in the grocery stores aren't really the best. These are good, and it's no salt, right? I like them because they have a lot of flavor, and it's a jar. You can only use what you need and put the rest in the fridge. I'm going to reuse my cup. Maybe I'll just pour it in here. That would be easier. So a half a cup is about right there. Hopefully I can do this without making a mess. And you can find these in your grocery store. I've seen them at Fred Meyer. I've seen them at Whole Foods. You just have to look where your tomatoes are kept. So we'll add our tomatoes in here. And I want to add that garlic before I forget. What's it say? A teaspoon. It's a good teaspoon. Finally, we can mix all this up. It smells really good already. I'll let this simmer for a minute. The next thing we're going to add are the beans. This is again a leftover dish. You have leftover beans from the night before, you have leftover cold rice from the night before. That's all this is. And again, this is a breakfast dish. It calls for a 15-ounce can. That's exactly what's in here. And this was rice I made last night. We're not ready for it yet. Whoa, easy. There we go. Read some of these comments. Just afternoon in Delaware. Well, you know, Marion, that looks like a supersized teaspoon. Yeah, when it calls for a teaspoon in any recipe, I usually make it 2. You never have enough garlic, you know that. Stephanie loves garlic. And Brenda likes our substitution possible for this. Yes, definitely. You can tweak it and make it the way you like it. So when do we add the magic sauce? Oh, after the beans. Okay, so this is nice and soft. I'm going to go ahead and stir in the beans. This is a very fast recipe too, by the way. And it's one pan, one single pan. It's very forgiving too. If you don't have a whole can of beans, let's say you made some beans in your Instant Pot and you only have like a cup, that's fine. You can have more rice than beans. You can have more beans than rice. If you don't like onion, leave it out. You don't like zucchini, leave it out. You only want to use half teaspoon of garlic, do that. Marion doubles the veggies. Colby doubles the garlic too. Lori wants to know, what is the weather like where we are and what is the exercise plan? So, in my support group, link down below, a lot of us here are in that support group. We're doing the Dr. Dean Ornish Undo It challenge, where we eat well, move more, stress less, and love more. And by moving more, we're tracking our progress if we have an Apple Watch. And I've been closing my rings every single night. And I personally am in the next room doing Beat Saber with my Oculus VR. It's good exercise. That's what I'm doing. Now the salsa Lozano, again, there's an Amazon link down below. It says 2 tablespoons. Leave it up to you. If you want to add 4, add 4. If you want to add 1, add 1. I'm going to go with a solid 2. I'll switch the camera so you can see what it looks like. Again, it tastes really good. It's not spicy. It's spiceful, if that makes sense. Like a lot of flavor. But it's not spicy as in really hot. I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. Clean up my mess. Get that stirred in. Almost. Oh God, it smells so good. That salsa Lozano. This is breakfast dish, right? I might have this for breakfast. I really might. And the last thing we add, second to the last thing we add, 2 cups of cooked rice. This is a 32-ounce container, so that should be about 4 cups. So I'm going to add about half of this. Again, you can add as little or as much as you want. This is cold, leftover rice. Switch the camera again. Traditionally, they use white rice in Costa Rica. If you want to use brown rice, use brown rice. That's fine. We'll go with this much right now. We'll see what it looks like when I stir it all in. I may add all of it. There's a lot of veggies in here, guys, with the tomatoes and that zucchini. I think that zucchinis could really add a lot to this dish. Again, I only did that because I didn't have any red bell pepper. I went to the store yesterday. I ventured the weather and the streets and the ice, and we stocked up. My wife had a doctor's appointment anyway for her blood pressure. I'll tell you about that in just a second. It's kind of interesting. And when we got finished, though, we went to the store. I forgot bell peppers. I could shoot myself. I'm going to add a little bit more rice. Just because I can. One more spoonful. So my wife went to her doctor. It was a follow-up appointment for her blood pressure. Her blood pressure, if you've been following me and my channel, my Facebook and all that, my blog, she's been having blood pressure issues for a solid year now. And the only thing our medical profession can do is throw pills at her, which is not helping. So we've had to do our own investigative work, which is kind of sad. As much money as we spend on healthcare. And what we figured out, I had made some homemade bread the last couple of days because of the storm, and we were locked in the house for over a week with the ice and all of that here in Portland. And she loves homemade bread, so do I. It's a very simple recipe. It's on my blog. It's in our cookbook here. But I made it, and I haven't made it in a while, And we both enjoyed it for a day or so. And then her blood pressure spiked. And it seems like every time she's had a spike, we can kind of think back what she was eating. And usually there was some bread, wheat involved. So we're kind of thinking she might have a gluten sensitivity. And the doctor finally, because I asked for it, set up an appointment for an allergy test. That's one. They're also going to do a celiac test. That's the second one. And then my friend Trish here mentioned a lab that will do a gluten sensitivity poop test to find out if you're sensitive to gluten or not. We may do that too. But since she has quit eating the gluten the last couple of days, her blood pressure's come right back down. Her stomach's not hurting her anymore. And she feels really good. It's amazing. It's like, hey, medical profession, why couldn't you have ordered an allergy test a year ago and saved us a lot of headache, right? Okay, guys, one last ingredient. Hi, Jill. Better late than never. I'm going to add some fresh cilantro. If you're not a cilantro fan, you can leave this out. I'm going to try to get about a quarter cup in there. And this, my friends, is Gallo Pinto. You want to add the cilantro at the end. Breakfast is ready, guys. And I might have to have a taste. One spoon, one extra spoon. How about that? I'll do a little taste. Hot, 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 hot. Hot with heat. And good. And it's so good. And we are done with our cooking portion. That was really easy. I'm going to read through some of these comments. Well, I got a long way to go back. Lisa H. has been doing Get Fit with Rick, walking videos on YouTube. Char said it snowed 6 inches in Delaware yesterday. It's 22 Burr. Colby says she usually does a stir fry with leftover rice. This is a good alternative. Growing to Live loves one-pan dishes. This is for you. Anne Marie, she's in our group. She does indoor walking videos on YouTube, aerobics and weight training. It is really good, Connie. Stephanie, you could use bulgur instead of rice. Did Stephanie have an issue? Oh, there it is. What can I use in place of the rice? Again, if it's just the white rice, you could use any kind of rice you want. Brown rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice, whatever. If you don't like rice at all, boy, that's the main feature. You could try bulgur, like Trish said, but I'm not sure. I never tried that. Quinoa, maybe. Di has a friend who is allergic to rice, so they use quinoa or wild rice, which is actually grass seed, yes. That's an option, wild rice. Lisa says the recipe is very good. The amount of flavor for such a little work is amazing. It does have a lot of flavor. Cauliflower rice, yeah, it's a good option too. Lori says, I'm allergic to bell peppers. No need for self-violence, Chuck. This is a Lori-friendly recipe. Thank you for forgetting the bell peppers. Again, if you don't like bell peppers, you can use the green chili peppers I use. You can leave them out completely. The salsa Lozano actually adds most of the flavor. I'm just trying to add more nutrition with the bell pepper. Colby, it looks so yummy. It looks good. It looks good. The cilantro really did it. Thank you, Pat. Where is the recipe? I got a link down below, Jill. It's also in my book. If you haven't got one yet, I have a link down there for that, for the store. You can get this book, a fancy B&B apron, the B&B, what else do I have? Coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff. But the book is there. Remember though, the next printing has been delayed because of the storm. So their books are done. They're on their way to me. I just don't know when. So were they hot peppers or mild? I think they were mild. But you know me, Trish. I have same hot sense as you. What's hot to everybody else is mild to us. It's not hot. Thank you, Lori. Dr. Will B has a lot of information on gut health to help reduce or get rid of food intolerance sensitivity. I like that. Cilantro tastes like soap to me. Yep. Some people can't do cilantro. I love it. Lori, thanks for the weather update, Char Char. My daughter and her college group are flying back to Nebraska from D.C. They marched in a snowstorm. Ooh. So Anne-Marie said allergy testing was one of the best things I ever done for myself. It made me realize I had a leaky gut, which is being resolved since becoming vegan. Good for you, Anne. Gerwayne Lewis said, great tip on the blood pressure spikes and the gluten. Gonna let my bread-loving friend whose blood pressure keeps spiking know. Give it a whirl. Can't hurt anything, right? Hey, Mark. Yay, Veggie IB got the salsa Lozano from Amazon. So yeah, this will be breakfast for me for the next couple of days. It's really bright. It's colorful. You got the red from the tomato, the red from the my green peppers. Some of them were ripe. If you had red bell pepper, you would have red from that. I got some green in here for the cilantro, the green chili, the zucchini. Oops. Again, zucchini is not in the recipe. I just added some because I had a little piece left over. I wanted to use it up. So this is like a good clean out your kitchen, clean out your fridge recipe. And it's all here in the book. All the links are down below. Anything else I can play? This went quick. I have time to chat. If you guys have anything you want to ask me. Okay, Trish, see ya. Anything you want to know, anything you want to talk about? Yeah, the blood pressure thing has been driving us nuts for a year. It spiked really bad. It was Valentine's Day last year. And I ended up calling 911. And of course, in the hospital, they didn't do anything either. I found out the emergency room doctors are very leery to treat any kind of blood pressure issue without going through your doctor first. I didn't know that. Let me clean up my mess. Sorry, I got my back to you. Not intentional. Just trying to clean up my mess. There we go. Nobody has any questions or anything? This will be a very short YouTube video. That's fine. Okay, yeah, again, in the support group, we are doing the Undo It challenge. We're trying to eat better. This definitely counts as eating better. And by eating better, I mean just eat better than you did last year. If you were still using oil last year, maybe try to ease up on the oil this year. If you ate a lot of fast food, junk food last year, try to do better this year. Eat more whole foods. Move more. Again, if you have an Apple or an Android watch that tracks that kind of stuff, it definitely helps keep you on track. I love how mine beeps and reminds me to stand up. I did up my goals again. So now my goals are 12 hours of standing, 35 minutes of exercise, and I believe 450 calories per day of movement. Those are my personal goals. And we're trying to stress less. And by loving more, all that really means is having somebody to connect with. And we all know that eating the way we eat like this can seem strange to our family and friends, right? So if you're all alone in your house and nobody else wants to go plant-based or vegan with you, it could be really hard. So we have that support group just for that reason. You can join us, join in on the chat. We do a live stream just like this every morning at 9 a.m. And it's just to give people a place to come and talk, ask questions, feel like they're not alone. Let's see, Mark said, Chuck, I love your orange chicken recipe. Do you have a vegan recipe for Kung Pao tofu or other? I believe I do, Mark. I put the link to my blog down below, brandnewvegan.com. You can look there and see what all I have. Lavender Bee, you can watch the replay on YouTube when this is all done. Where do you get oil-free burrito wraps? I know Whole Foods has some of the Engine 2 wraps. They're oil-free. And if you have a health food store besides Whole Foods near you, you might check there. But the Engine 2, Rip Esselstyn, etc., they do make a oil-free wrap. I think they're frozen, so look in the frozen cooler. You can also use corn tortillas, Sean. I know they're smaller, but they are oil-free. Lisa said, I have many Asian recipes on the blog and in the cookbook. Yes, I do. Thank you, Lisa. Connie said, keep your fingers crossed for me. Had a biopsy on a cheek for possible squamous cell carcinoma. Had one a few years ago. Hoping not another. Oh, we will keep you in our thoughts, Connie. Joe said, I love Gallo Pinto, so yummy, easy to put together. I take all the amounts as suggested, so the recipe is always a bit different depending on what I have in the house. That's right. It's very adaptable. Very adaptable. Fiber Fueled, again, Dr. Will B. was a valuable commitment to healing and overcoming food sensitivities. I think we have that book set up, Lori, for our book club. In the support group, we have a book club. And we read a different book. We've read several so far. Right now, again, we're reading Undo It by Dr. Dean Ornish. Dr. B's book, Fiber Fuel, is coming up soon. So that'll be an interesting read for sure. Not sure what you mean by bell pepper is an airborne allergen and has escalated since COVID. You're welcome, Sean. Mark, if you need help, let me know. I will point you to the exact recipe. And that's true, Lisa. Not all corn tortillas are oil. Most of them are, but not all. So check your labels for sure. Yeah, any kind of burrito wraps are hard to find without oil. So, Colby, anything that disrupts your body's normal everyday functioning, right, can affect your blood pressure. Anything can affect your blood pressure. If you're sitting there with the arm cuff on and you think, oh shoot, I gotta go pee, that can make your blood pressure go high. If your stomach is cramping because you ate something you shouldn't have or whatever, that can make your blood pressure go high. If you're watching the news and you just watch something that makes you really angry, that can make your blood pressure go high. All kinds of things make your blood pressure go high. So it only stands to reason if you have something like celiac and it's really affecting the insides of you, it's definitely going to cause some stress, right? And stress causes high blood pressure. It adds to the high blood pressure. Ezekiel brand, yep, they make some some tortillas too, and they're oil free. So Lavender Bee said, I have a friend who's bell pepper phobic. They're not allowed in the house. That's interesting because our friend Trish, who just texted me, just left a little bit ago. She could not stand bell peppers before COVID. After she got COVID, her taste buds changed, and now she enjoys bell peppers. Lori can't even walk by bell peppers in the grocery store or eat. Oh my gosh, really? I'm sorry, Lori. Yeah, that sounds horrible. I can't imagine. I just can't. I love bell peppers. I love peppers of all kinds, so I can't imagine. Again, sorry you have that. And I just mentioned that our friend Trish just texted me. I wonder what she wanted. Send me the link. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. It's 1:45, guys. LM Lori wants to know. Lori LM wants to know: do you carry an EpiPen? And that would be a good piece of advice if we can give that kind of advice. If you go into any kind of anaphylactic shock from the bell peppers, then you definitely need to be carrying an EpiPen, but you probably already know that. Wow. I imagine not having bell peppers for you is like Rhonda, my wife, not being able to have bread anymore because of her gluten sensitivity. I can't imagine not being able to eat a food that I really enjoy. Okay, Char, have a great day. So I'm really sorry for you guys that do have those kinds of food allergies and sensitivities. Hopefully you can eat this. Gallo Pinto. Thank you all for coming. If there's nothing more, this is a good time to end. It's 45 minutes. If you have ideas on things you'd like to see me do, let me know. Recipe ideas for next Saturday's show or anything like that, let me know. You can text me. You can DM me with my Facebook group. If you're in my support group, you can DM me that way. Email me, all the usual methods. You're very welcome. Growing to live. I hope you enjoy them. I know a lot of people don't. They want my normal staged cooking demos like I used to do. Those are a lot of work, guys. They really are. And I enjoy doing the whys. I enjoy talking to you in real time. So that's kind of why I switched over. But anyway, any and all comments are welcome. Please let me know. Illegal Women Bar. I'll have to think about that one. In the meantime, you guys do have a great day. Stay dry. Hey, Keith and Tualatin. Thanks for coming. Stay warm, stay dry, stay home if you are still having icy streets and snowy streets and you don't have to get out. It's been a mess here in Portland anyway, so I'm not sure where you guys are. I know Debbie in Iowa, feet and feet of snow. I can't imagine. But anyway, stay warm, stay dry. I will see you all next Saturday, and y'all take care, all right? See ya. Blackened mushroom Alfredo pasta. Julie's blackened chicken pasta. I will see what I can do. See ya, Colby. Have enjoy Hawaii. Yes, lots of indoor exercise tips. Try Beat Saber. Try an Oculus VR. There's all kinds of stuff. DDP Yoga is another one. DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, DDP Yoga is another one I like to do. You can look that up on YouTube. He's got tons of videos. All right, guys. We'll see you. Support group, guys. Thanks for coming. I will see you Monday. All right? Y'all take care. See ya.